Hi, folks. I'm so excited to be here today with Adam Muckle. Adam is a dear friend and also quite the expert in the world of tutoring. He is an award winning professional private tutor. He has tutored hundreds of students worldwide, in person and online, over the last 15 years. That's a lot of experience. He is an honorary fellow and past president of the Tutors Association in the UK. He just brings real passion, real depth to his work, and it's such a privilege to have you here with us, Adam. Adam, how do you do? Thanks again for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you, Arish.
Adam is here today to chat with us about his new book, How to Tutor and Influence People. Adam, tell us more about your book.
Okay, so I came up with the idea of a book that would help people on their tutoring journey, how to tutor. And so I started writing some notes down on my phone. I thought, well, why not put this all together, and it would help those starting off on tutoring or really wanting to boost their tutoring career and do things in a quicker way than I had done on my tutoring journey, for tutors to understand that they themselves have to look after themselves and be concerned about their own mental health, not just the mental health of their students. Just giving tutors that awareness of all those options available. And it's also intended to be sort of a quick and breezy read, written in a very straightforward style. Each chapter is like a page to 3 or 4 pages. It's a little handbook for tutors.
Very cool. I can't wait to read it myself. How do you think the profession of tutoring has evolved over the last, decade and a half that you've been part of it and you've been a leader shaping the profession?
Well, I think that there has been recognition of tutoring by the society. Families understand and appreciate what tutoring is, and the online side of things can speed up the learning process in certain circumstances. So it's not just about the physical tutoring, but there's online as well. It's really just reflecting changes in society. The fact that tutors are connected with one another, and that's certainly something that I try to do with the Tutors Association, to create a professional community atmosphere to tutoring, collaborate with one another, help one another, shared values, putting tutoring on the map with all these events conferences that we were organizing.
It's interesting. I often think about the future of tutoring, and I think that with the advent of online, you're no longer limited to the best tutor in your vicinity. With the advent of online, you can find the best tutor for you, right?
Yeah.
Who may not be within a half an hour or 1 hour radius of you. What do you think that is doing in terms of raising the bar in the world of tutoring, where people are now able to find the right tutor for themselves and really have their expectations from tutoring met in a way that perhaps was not possible before?
Well, this is a section of the book is about understanding why parents and families use tutors. They are more empowered now than ever before because they understand how to search for things online, and tutors themselves and tutoring companies are out there, and there's a whole plethora of competition for tutoring. So there's a huge marketplace for tutors. So the only challenge for parents, I think, would be is actually finding the right one for their child, because there is such a range out there.
Indeed. And actually, on that note, what advice would you give to a parent who is looking to better support their child in achieving their learning goals, their life goals?
First of all, have they got the right credentials? Are they qualified in the subject that they profess to tutor? Are there safeguards in place? Do they have a DBS check for being in contact with children in the home? And then it's also about, from the tutor's point of view, and as well as the parents, getting the right price point. This could be short-term tuition, or it could be long-term tuition, and so the parents have to budget how much they value the tutoring.
Talk to us a little bit about the tutor choosing the right parent and the right family to work with, because tutors also have that choice, right? What advice would you give tutors?
Well, I think the temptation for tutors at the start is just to get as much tutoring as they can in order to get the experience. But you do have to get along with these parents and with the students. You have to be honest with the family. If if the student isn't progressing the way that you envisage them to be progressing, or the parents envisage to be progressing, you may not be the right tutor for that child. And they have to be honest with that.
Adam, technology is becoming a part of our lives nowadays, and the tutoring sector is no exception. We at Pencil Spaces and all my colleagues working on various technology solutions, ultimately to serve tutors, students, and parents, and the system at large, right, are working hard to innovate. What do you think we need to do to step up even more to the current moment? What do you see the best technology tools doing in service of tutors going forward?
Yeah, the online whiteboards and such that I've used in the past, the ability to write text or to draw has to be really seamless, with no time delays for the student and the tutor, because then it can just become very frustrating getting the student, or to make it as easy as possible for the student, because that's often what's holding them back at school, or learning on their own, is they just want to be learn something in a simple way.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think learning and teaching are both hard enough. Any final thoughts that you'd like to share with people as they open your book and start reading, and as they look to you as a leader and as someone with deep insight in the world of tutoring? And any last thoughts you'd like to share?
Yeah, well, so this is the book. It's not always about, it's not just about the student. It's about you as a tutor. And this is a short guide, but hopefully there's some inspirational tips. It hopefully reflects my experience in the sector. There's been a lot said about building resilience and grit in students, but also you as a tutor have to be motivated in order to motivate others. So how do you keep those energy levels up, and how do you look after yourself as a tutor? I sort of explore that towards the end of the book.
I'm really looking forward to reading it. Adam, thank you for being here with us and for sharing your thoughts. And very much look forward to more conversations with you.
Great,
Thank
yeah.
you again.